In this video, we'll look at the process for setting up a job and preparing to load a batch with the QD3000 controller. We've powered on our controller and we are at our run screen. To set the batch up, we will transition to our job screen by pressing the beaker icon in the top right-hand corner. First thing we do is select which recipe it is that we are going to be using to mix this batch. So we'll select our Corn Pre 2021 and press select. This will load that recipe to be the active recipe. So we see our products, our rates per acre, and we see our default batch size, rate, and preload volume. If we don't want to load this full 1,000-gallon batch, we can simply say, I only want to load 750 gallons. That is going to automatically recalculate how much of each product that we need in that batch. We also have the ability to change our calculation mode. We've been looking at volume and app rate, where we enter the total size of the batch that we want to create, as well as the application rate it will be sprayed at. We can also do that based on area. So if we go to area and app rate, now we will have the ability to enter the total number of acres that I want to mix for. So as an example, if our as applied map in our sprayer says that we only need 37 acres left in this field, we can simply set that we want to mix 37 acres. Again, we'll still be spraying at 10 gallons per acre. So it's going to do the math and calculate that we need a 370-gallon batch, and that these are the amounts that are going to be used. We also see that when we made this change, we have a warning triangle that pops up. We can press that warning triangle and it will tell us what the potential problem is. And it says the preload is too large for the batch size. So if we go back to our job screen, we see that we only have a 370-gallon total batch. And so yes, putting 200 gallons of water in before we mix any chemical would not be a good thing. So we can then go ahead and change this to say, hey, I only want 20 gallons in this smaller batch. And we've addressed the problem and our warning triangle goes away. Once I have my batch size set, I then can enter in the information that identifies that batch that will be logged with it in the record. So to do that, I press the field weather icon, and this is the information that I can assign to the batch. So my grower is already set up. I simply tap the box in order to select a farm. So this is the Matt Walters farm. I press select. I would come over to field. And I do have one field set up, but that's not the one that I'm going to be applying to today. So in order to create a new field, I would simply press new. We'll see at the bottom of it that the grower farm field tree is a linked hierarchy. And so this field that I'm creating will be linked to the farm and the grower that it's associated with. So this is just going to be farm 6. It's going to be in Kansas. It's going to be in Rollins County where we are located. And then the legal for this particular field will be 10-2-33. So I enter that in, then I push save, acknowledgement. So I have added field number 6. Then I can select the operator. Again, I don't have the operator that I would like to set up, so I simply press new, and I can go ahead and add a new operator, which will be Matt Walters. Push save, acknowledgement. Now my operator is set. The crop that I'm going to be applying today is corn, so we'll go ahead and select that. The machine that I'm going to be using is my John Deere R4030, select that. I can select a pest. Spraying here, coming out of winter. I'm ahead of corn planting in the spring. I'm targeting winter annuals. And then I can enter in the temperature, wind speed and direction, and boom height. So for example, it's 73 degrees. The wind is blowing out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. And I'm going to be running a boom height of 36 inches today. I have entered in the field and weather information associated with this batch. So then I would transition to the run screen, and I am ready to press start and mix this batch.